And also, I know that planning doesn't work in this industry, and also because when you're taller, it's harder to look more proportionate.
But at the same time, there is a lot of what do you call that, silentiousness on the OTT platforms. As far as sex is concerned, and the way things are really portrayed on the OTT platforms, things are pretty open. Most of the time, they even end up making porn.
तो जिन एक्टर्स को ऐसा करना होता है काम वो करते हैं, जिनको नहीं करना होता है नहीं करते हैं. I don't do any of that CrossFit or any of these new age training. Doesn't work for me.
Alan, welcome to Chi Hunt. My name is Sandeep. Right now, I have with me a very handsome Nikitin Dheer and the wonderfully talented Mr. Kranti Prakash Jha. Hello to the two of you and welcome to the podcast.
Hi.
Okay. Nikitin, I'm going to start with you. The fact that you had this massive beginning with Akbar and Mission Istanbul. You also had a lovely, I wouldn't say a meaty role, but then you did have a role in Rohit Shetty's Chennai Express as well. And now, with the previous season of Raktanchal and with this season as well, how exactly would you sum up your entire journey, and what perhaps are you looking forward to in the near future?
I don't think there's anything to sum up in my journey. The journey just begun, and I've been always extremely choosy about the kind of work I do, and I'll continue to do that, and I'll continue to choose work that I think I want to do. And there's a saying, when you have lemons, you make the best lemonade you can. So that's what's been my outlook on a lot of things. And I have some exciting work coming up this year. I've had a great last couple of years, so I'm extremely grateful for that. 2019 was great, 20 was great, 21 was fruitful, and this year as well. I have a couple of regional films that I'm starting, and something else on OTT which will be announced soon. And as of now, we're just all looking forward to Raktanchal 2, which comes out on the 11th of February. So we're really waiting to see the kind of reaction we get from people.
Okay. Kranti, you have you come from Bihar, Begusrai. You were born and brought up in Bihar, Begusrai. You did your schooling from there as well, from Bihar, and then your college in Delhi.
Yeah.
अपने पापा के नक्शे कदम पर चलने का क्या गवारा नहीं था? You actually wanted to be in, you wanted to act.
As they say, man proposes, God disposes. So I guess my case was also more like that. My father was a bureaucrat. So if you know people from Bihar, two things run in their blood, which is politics and UPSC. So I also did the same thing. I studied, and I joined Hindu college. And just like my father, I wanted to become a bureaucrat, especially an IPS officer. Because I remember in my college, in my hostel room, on the door I had written Kranti Prakash Jha, Indian Police Service. So I was so much into that. But maybe I appeared once in the examination and it didn't happen. I just missed the mark by four marks. Then I came to Bombay for a break, and then I never returned back. And that's how I'm here. So I believe it's all planned. You just have to move ahead. That's it.
Right. So you've got to explain to me a little bit about your journey in the industry, as in kaise shuruaat hui. The fact that you also, you had a lovely, I wouldn't say a huge role, but definitely quite a substantial role in the film Kashi. And later on, you did a lot of other films. You did a lot of films in Bhojpuri as well. How has the entire journey been? Kis tarah se shuruaat hui aur abhi kaisa lag raha hai industry?
Here, I just want to, quote one doha from Kabir Sahab, which was "Dheere dheere re mana, dheere sab kuch hoye, mali sinche 100 ghada, ritu aaye phal hoye." So I have just tried doing that, and I'm at it. So there is a long way to go still now, or lage rahenge. That's how I see my journey up till now.
Okay. Nikitin, you've got to describe to me a little bit about your character that you have in Raktanchal 2. Is it quite similar to the one that you had in, or is the reprise the same character, or मतलब किस तरह से वो पहला जो सीजन था और ये वाला जो सीजन है उसमें अलग क्या है, और what are the similarities if any?
Season 1 or season 2 में there's a difference. There's a time टाइम लैप्स होता है थोड़ा सा.
अच्छा.
So जब वक्त गुजरता है तो लोग बदलते हैं, उनकी थिंकिंग बदलती है on some levels. तो किरदार वही है, but he's surrounded by different people, and he is in a position of power now. And apart from that, on the cellular level, Wasim Khan is still Wasim Khan. I don't think that changes even in normal human beings. So uske alawa, I think the biggest thing is that our story just moves forward. So there's nothing that is going to be different about Vijay Singh or Wasim Khan or their animosity for each other or anything else. But it's a continuation of the story, and new characters come into the fore with Ashish Vidyarthi and Mahi Gill and Karan Patel. I think it adds a lot of twists and turns to the story and the life of these two characters.
Actually, मैं इस बात पे आ रहा था, the fact that Karan Patel's dad has been introduced in the show. Firstly, how was it working with him, and what was the entire scene like on the sets?
I don't have too much work with Karan in this season. I think Kranti has more work than me with him. But Karan is a superb guy, and he has his this very. I always say that about him. He has this very peculiar restlessness about him as an artist, and it's kind of infectious also, and at the same time, it's unique to him. So it was just very nice working with him, to be very honest.
Okay. Kranti, you got to tell me what exactly did you find was different in the show, and matlab, ye jo second season hai, and how is it different from the first season, according to your character?
In the first season, you have seen Vijay Singh using Bahubali most of the times. But this season, Vijay Singh is also about Sam, Dam, Dand, Bhed. And that's how this whole politics is known to people. So you will see him in the new avatar, because now, apart from his heart, he also uses his brain. So then, brain is very dangerous place. So to know more, please watch Raktanchal on MX Player only on 11th February.
Absolutely. एक बार तो मैं दोनों से ही पूछना चाहूंगा, the fact that I mean yesterday, Lata ji, not yesterday, day before yesterday, Lata ji expired. What, according to you, I mean, किस तरह का loss है for you guys personally? I mean, we all have grown up listening to the legend. How does it feel right now? I mean, obviously, it's very sad, but still, what kind of feelings?
I think in an ocean of talent, we are just a mere drop. So I think a drop cannot speak for an ocean or about an ocean, and it's not qualified enough. Apart from that, I think more than anything, all of India will celebrate her as long as music is there in this country. And as far as our industry is concerned, her contribution is unparalleled. So, I mean, utmost respect and admiration is what all of us have for her, and it's a mother figure. And जैसे कहा जाता है कि एक तरह से we always thought of her as Ma Saraswati herself. So it's a great loss eventually for our industry.
Kranti, आप क्या कहना चाहिए?
मैं इतना ही कहना चाहूंगा. मैं क्या बोलूं, मतलब या देवी सर्वभूतेषु विद्यारूपेण संस्थिता नमस्तस्यै 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 नमो नमः. और कुछ नहीं.
Nikitin, एक बात तो है, I mean, right from your first film outing to this very day, literally everybody talks about your physique. तो मुझे जरा बताओ कि, I mean, how do you maintain your physique, and how difficult it is being an actor and stop the cravings and all of that? किस तरह से you kind of look the way you do?
Well, I work really hard, and I've been working hard my entire life. Also, because when you're taller, it's harder to look more proportionate, because it's easier to get out of proportion for screen. So, a lot of hard work, and you just should be relentless with it. And at the same time, I keep it simple. I've always kept it simple, especially my diet and my outlook. I don't like thinking about all these things when I'm at work. So I've always kept जितना मैं simple रख सकता हूँ चीजों को रखता हूँ. and I believe in old school weights, जिसे कहते हैं clanging and banging. I don't, do any of that CrossFit or any of these new age training. Doesn't work for me. And apart from that, I just feel that every actor is different, and जब हमने शुरुआत की थी तो बॉडी का एक बहुत क्रेज हुआ करता था, लेकिन आज हर गली हर बिल्डिंग में you have boys with fantastic physiques, girls who are phenomenally fit. So I think this whole revolution of fitness is now on a different level. जब हमने शुरुआत की थी तो आई रिमेम्बर हम किसी बुक स्टोर पे या किसी कबाड़ी वाले के पास जाकर एक बुक 3-4 दोस्त पैसे जोड़कर खरीदते थे और पढ़ते थे कि what is new as far as training is concerned. Today it's a click of a button. You don't need advice. You have people in India who have coaches in America teaching them. Everything's changed immensely. So, the whole mindset has changed, the outlook has changed, everything's changed. But for the kind of DNA I have and the kind of upbringing I have had, I still do it my old school way. जैसे हम 90s में करते थे, आज भी मैं वैसे ही करता हूँ. So yeah, it's just simple, man.
Right. Kranti, आप इंडस्ट्री के बैकग्राउंड से तो है नहीं. As you said, your father was a bureaucrat. So, जब when you had your initiation in the industry, किस तरह का लाइफस्टाइल चेंजेस वगैरह आपको करना पड़ा और what are the things that you perhaps maintained? Because in the industry that, the entire media industry for that matter, looks definitely matter. What exactly are your, dincharya kaisa?
Discipline I have maintained since my college days, because I still read papers in the morning, because this habit was inculcated in me by my father. And I have a fixed routine, especially in the morning, because for me yoga works. Okay. And every body is a different type. So maybe for Nikitin something else works, and for my body type, for me yoga works. So 2.5 hours of yoga and then simple food, nothing else.
योगा मैं भी करता हूँ.
अरे क्या बात है, अरे क्या बात है
यार, वो तो जरूरी है.
Okay. Now, ये जो सवाल मैं करने वाला हूँ, this is going to be again directed to the two of you. With especially during the lockdown, with the proliferation of the OTT platforms, films definitely are there and they're going to be there for posterity and obviously for forever. As long as the entire medium is going to exist. But the OTT platform definitely has proliferated. How do you see the OTT platforms, and is it that people who actually don't really get a chance to play a good chunk of role in the on the silver screen for that matter, they are really getting a lot of exposure on the OTT, and it's a good kind of change for them. The writers and directors who actually struggle a lot, they are actually getting a lot of work because of the OTT platforms. What is your take on that?
Well, my friend, you keep talking about how much time an actor got and how much chunk of work did he get. The greatest villain in the Hindi film industry is Gabbar. In a 3.5-hour movie of Sholay, he was only there for 11 minutes.
Absolutely.
And every word of his is iconic. So it sometimes is not about the length, but what you do with the length that you have, and what the director does with your length that matters. So yeah, putting that to rest. I feel every artist and every technician has a certain capability, sometimes which does not flourish in a certain medium. So a medium like an OTT works immensely well. And I think, to put it very simply, OTT is a zone which lies somewhere between television and film. When you work in television, it has a certain pace to it, and that really sharpens you as an actor. When you do films, there is you feel time is eternal when you go over there, because everything you do, because it's for celluloid and the whole scale is different. So thoda aaram hota hai. But when you're on web, it's in between. The pace is also there. At the same time, there's a different kind of drama being created. So I think OTT lies in that zone, and it's going to stay no matter what anybody says. And yes, when you have a new medium of exhibition, automatically actors come to the fore, technicians come forward. So it's great. It's giving so many people an opportunity. And like I said, it has human stories. So when you have stories which are sometimes not larger than life, but just an incident, just something that needs to be told, your whole viewership changes, your whole outlook changes, and I think overall it's just a great thing. And there are innumerable actors who've said it so many times that OTT has given them a chance to blossom. So I think more than anything else, it's just that, which I think is very important.
Right. Mm. What about you, Kranti? What do you actually have to say about this entire thing for them?
I am very thankful to this medium because it took one platform to give me a role like Vijay Singh, which I was looking in different mediums, but because of web boom, you can say. And I'm very thankful to MX Player. Apart from that, since yesterday's interaction, ये मैं सुन रहा हूँ कि ये ओटीटी के आने से सिनेमा हॉल्स और सिनेमा हॉल्स के आने से ओटीटी, तो मैं एक एग्जांपल देना चाहता हूँ बस इतना सा कि अभी हम 3 लोग फ्रेम में हैं और 3 लोग हमारी बातें सुन रहे हैं, तो ये फ्रेम इसका उदाहरण है कि इस संसार में सब कुछ के लिए जगह है, किसी के आने से कोई चीज रुकती नहीं है, ना ही वो चीज बंद होगी। तो अभी हम लोग अगर यहाँ बात कर रहे हैं तो यही चीज हम लोग टेलीविजन पे भी बात कर सकते हैं, तो किसी के आने से किसी को नुकसान नहीं होगा, रादर इट्स अ विन विन सिचुएशन फॉर द फिल्म मेकर्स, फॉर एक्टर्स लाइक अस, फॉर ऑल द टेक्नीशियंस, एंड फॉर प्लेटफॉर्म्स एज वेल,
And for the viewers also.
yeah, and for the audience, yeah, absolutely.
All right. Now, again, my final question is again to the two of you. What exactly are you looking forward to do, and what kind of work are you actually looking forward to? Is there any particular role that you perhaps, I mean, if reprised, that you would want to perhaps be a part of? And I mean, what exactly are your plans in the near future? Exactly.
Plans, Nikitin, what's your plan?
भाई तेरे कोई प्लान हुए अभी तक कामयाब?
अरे बिल्कुल नहीं है.
No, besides that, what I'm trying to drive at is, मतलब किस तरह का roles actually the two of you are actually trying to perhaps have an ambition to do. Everybody who's an actor perhaps aspires to be an actor, has a certain amount, has a certain kind of role. Yes, हाँ मैं शायद अगर मुगले आजम का सलीम अगर कर पाऊँ तो it would really be a good
I just know that as an actor, I'm always ready to be pleasantly surprised by life, by roles, by offers, and I think every actor is willing to take up any challenge. For me, the top of the pyramid till today is Bachchan Saab. If you go, even a Bachchan Saab is willing to do something different and is ready to do something, तो हम लोग गिद्दी में भी नहीं आते. So I think as actors, Kranti and me are both starting off and we have lots to do. So I think it would be unfair for us to just say कि हमें ये करना है, ये नहीं करना. I think we want to do everything. Why not? And like I said, the journey just begun. So an actor has so much to explore that I don't know what. And also I know that planning doesn't work in this industry. And so just go with the flow, man. I think it's more fun.
Kranti, what about you?
I guess he has said it all. I also totally agree with him. I just want to explore 9 rasas all the time. Whenever a new project comes, maybe in this Vijay Singh, you will find Veer Ras more. Then maybe in another character which I am doing for another platform, in which you will find him doing romance more. Yeah,
भाई इसमें romance नहीं है.
इसमें नहीं है. इसमें तो विजय सिंह कैसे romance करेगा? So I just want to explore all the 9 rasas.
All right. And even though I said was my final question, there is one question that just popped up in my mind is OTT platforms में just because there is no censor, हालांकि अभी बहुत मतलब जद्दोजहद चल रहा है सब में कि सेंसर को लाया जाए, सेंसर को लाया जाए, but I personally feel it would kind of diminish and perhaps warp the entire very idea of the medium. But at the same time, there is a lot of what do you call that, salaciousness on the OTT platforms. As far as sex is concerned, and the way things are really portrayed on the OTT platforms, things are pretty open. Most of the time, they even end up making porn in some of the OTT platforms for the matter that they have created. What is your take on that? किस तरह से उस पे हम लोग शायद अगर रोक लगा सकते हैं तो, because if people actually want to watch porn, why watch these OTT platforms? And you can perhaps go to any porn site and watch porn for that matter. You know what I'm saying? So how is that? Perhaps what do you guys have to say on that?
We live in the world's biggest democracy, and we have a culture that's one of the oldest in the world. We are the people who wrote the Kama Sutra. So I think just to think that people we need to censor anything is just silly. I think people are intelligent. They choose what to watch and what not to watch, and also actors pick and choose what they want to do. तो जिन एक्टर्स को ऐसा करना होता है काम वो करते हैं, जिनको नहीं करना होता है नहीं करते हैं. कहीं ना कहीं उन चीजों की व्यूअरशिप होती है, इसलिए वो बनाए जाते हैं. अगर लोग नहीं देखेंगे तो वो चीजें बनेंगी ही नहीं. So I think it's all hand in hand eventually, and uh, I don't think anybody can preach anybody what they should do eventually. I think it's everyone has the sense, I feel.
Kranti?
I think we all have to be responsible as filmmakers, as actors, uh, as an audience as well, because audience देखती है तभी शायद हम लोग वो चीज filmmakers बना के देते भी हैं. अगर audience को वो चीज अच्छी नहीं लगेगी, और rightly said that if somebody has to watch something, then they can just go on the website and watch it. But still, लोग देखते हैं तभी दिखता भी, तभी बनता भी है. तो we all have to be responsible. और जहां तक सेंसर की बात है तो उनको भी रिस्पॉन्सिबल होना चाहिए. सिर्फ जब आप जानते हैं कि आज की दुनिया में सब कुछ सबको पता है, तो आप अब ये कहते हैं कि ये चीज तो होती नहीं है, ऐसा कोई मानेगा नहीं. सो या अगेन वी ऑल हैव टू बी रिस्पॉन्सिबल.
And what about the opinions of people on social media, especially with and I mean a huge amount of trolling that takes place, and everybody has their opinion. Everybody has to put forth an opinion, mostly negative for that matter. Have you ever faced any kind of trolling for that matter on social media? And if ever you have, how have you perhaps tackled it? And what is your entire opinion about the fact that people actually have the liberty to kind of say whatever they want to on social media without being restrained?
Kranti?
Well, they are doing their job, we are doing our job. So if they feel happy commenting on something, and one thing I would definitely like to request to all the trollers: never disrespect a woman, because that's not done. और उसके अलावा, I mean, everyone has their own way of living. You just cannot preach anyone, as Nikitin said. आज की दुनिया में ज्ञान देना बहुत आसान है. तो ज्ञानी बैठे हैं, सब जगह बैठे हैं, लेकिन इतना जरूर है कि किसी भी नारी का अपमान मत करो, और जिनको जैसे जीना है जीने दो यार. और जो ये कहते हैं ट्रोलर्स, वो खुद ही मेरे ख्याल से उनको कुछ मेंटल डिसबैलेंस होगा, तो मेरे ख्याल से उसको संतुलन में लेके आना चाहिए उनको.
निकितिन, तुम्हारा क्या कहना है?
Dude, I don't care, man. I really don't care about them. I've always been a little taller and bigger growing up, so I faced bullying as a child. I faced all that. So I've been used to such kind of so-called bullies growing up. And I love what Mike Tyson says. The best thing about, or the saddest part about social media is that people can talk without the fear of getting punched in the face. So I feel if anyone doesn't have the guts to say it to your face, it just doesn't matter.
That's really a very good way of putting it. Absolutely. All right. So with that, we come to an end of this lovely conversation with Nikitin Dheer and Mr. Jha. My name is Sandeep with DG Hunt. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Sandeep. Thank you.